And welcome back to the Morning Blend with our continuing series, Your Money, Your Future with Steinbrenner Financial Group. Many couples struggle when it comes to money. You know, he can handle risk, you hate it. You like to save, he loves to spend.
So how can you get financial harmony in your relationship? Kim Steinbrenner is here with advice. Listen up. Good to see you.
Good morning.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I love the last segment.
Yeah.
And I found out a secret that I really went in on. Where's this makeup room I hear about? I think I'm being left out of the loop here.
Like, what?
Yeah,
What's
where
happening
is
to this
it?
girl's chat?
Yes, I know.
It's
Well,
a secret. It's lockdown.
I learned so much watching this show, I tell you.
Yeah,
Carol's
that's cute.
fantastic.
Yeah, she is. And now she's here in the morning because she's heading out on stories for Positively
Yeah.
Milwaukee. So
we
we
get to
actually
see her a
see her
lot.
in the makeup room.
Yes, that's fantastic.
So yeah, we'll invite you to it sometime.
Yeah.
You can be part of our makeup chat.
Say
All
hi.
right,
Yeah.
I'll accept that invitation.
Yeah, that sounds good.
So couples are usually not on the same page when
Couples are never
it comes
on
to
the
money.
same page. It's one of the biggest secrets that people keep, and it's one of the biggest things people fight about.
Yes.
And it's so much one of the individuals in the relationship just kind of takes over and does the investing, and the other person's like, I just don't want to be involved until something happens. There's a job loss or something else happens, and all of a sudden it's front and foremost.
Yeah.
So it's really important to, at some point, try to get on the same page. And the easiest way to do that is to work with somebody that can speak intelligently and in English about what investing means to you as a couple.
Yeah.
That person seems like they function sort of like a moderator.
Yeah.
Which makes sense.
Little
A
marriage
marriage counselor.
counseling. Yeah.
Exactly. Part psychologist, part financial expert. But I think that the thing is, one of the things that people really have, and I think it comes from how we're raised, we have different tolerances for risk.
You have different tolerances for risk, and sometimes you don't even know what that is or what that means.
It's interesting.
You grew up with parents that save, but maybe you are saving way too much and you're not doing some of the things that you should be doing. I find that my couples who are retired aren't doing vacations. They're not buying that car. They're not doing things that they should do to enjoy the retirement that they saved all their life for.
Yeah.
It's okay to buy that more expensive car that you really like. Just plan on keeping it a little bit longer. Don't buy a new car every 3 years.
Yeah.
It's
Great tip.
I love
yeah.
that you said that though, because you don't often hear a financial expert saying it's okay to take that trip, it's okay to spend a little more. What you say is having different philosophies is actually positive when it comes to being a couple.
it is a good positive thing because it brings out communication. Why do you feel this way about spending this money? Why do you feel this way about this particular investment? Some people have preconceived notions about a particular product they don't know anything about that might really be helpful and beneficial in their overall portfolio. So really getting together with a professional that is really good at communicating with couples and individuals. You don't have to be a couple to come in and see me, but seriously, a lot of times it's just one person that takes charge. And it's really good to have a good open communication about what's important to you guys and how do we get there.
Yeah, the goals.
Yeah, and I can see why opposites not only attract, but are also good when it comes to investing. Because if you're a saver and you've got a spender in the relationship, or you've got somebody who likes high risk, somebody low, you can kind of balance each other out as long as you can get along and compromise. And you say also related to joint accounts, you need some compromise there.
You need compromise because it's almost better to take on the absolute highest risk that the low risk person can tolerate. But if you really want to have your own risk portion yourself, that's where you use your 401k. When you want to be a little bit more risky, take on a little bit more risk in your 401k. If you want to be lower risk, do that in your 401k. But it's important to work with your financial professional so they know what's going on in the big picture, so everything works together and you're not too far in the extreme in either direction.
How do you manage phases of life with your clients? Because each phase of life obviously brings a different risk tolerance for different reasons.
It really does. And that's why it's important to meet someone on a regular basis, because you have to make sure that portfolio that you put together, why can't I say that? That the portfolio that you put together is still matching the risk level that you have. The older you get, obviously the more you're going to want to protect your assets and take on less risk. But you need someone that's going to be able to help you measure that, engage that with your own particular lifestyle, your own particular risk tolerances. It's hard to do that all by yourself.
Yeah, and to be frequently reviewing it, I think, is also a key, and having someone who's attentive. I love the point that you make that many couples struggle with how to invest their assets, but you need to do it in a way where you accomplish the goal of not having one or both members of the relationship up at night worrying about it.
They do. People don't have any idea what it means to invest. I run into people in all different ages and lifestyles that have called me because they're curious, and they know this much about what the investment world is about, and they don't know that they have access to all kinds of different options that they can't access themselves.
And can make them money. So
Can
here's
make
what
them
you do.
money.
You contact Kim. Here's how you do it.
She's
You call
a moderator.
her at 414-266-1900, steinbrennergroup.com. You can help maybe end some of those arguments and really communicate and get on the same level with your goals.
Say,
Thanks so much for
Kim,
being
we
here.
need some couple counseling.
Yeah, right. Help us.
Thank you so
Come on
much.
in.
Yeah.
Thanks, you guys.
Yeah, great to see you.